Conversation is the lifeblood of human connection. From the moment we wake up to the time we rest, we are constantly communicating, sharing needs, joys, sorrows, and countless experiences. While conversation is a natural phenomenon, in today's world it has also become a powerful technique. A tool to climb the ladder of progress, to impress, to build new relationships, and to nurture old ones. That is why this short training, Becoming a Master Conversationalist, designed by Rajeev and Jagwant, is here to guide you. The program is not about artificial tricks or rehearsed lines. It is about rediscovering the natural flow of dialogue, while learning techniques that make you more effective, empathetic, and impactful. Whether you are a homemaker managing family dynamics, a student preparing for interviews, or a salesperson building trust with clients, conversation is your bridge. And like any skill, it requires practice. Through this training, you will learn how to listen actively, respond thoughtfully, and engage authentically. Remember, mastering conversation is not about speaking more, it is about connecting better. And when you connect better, you don't just communicate, you create bonds, opportunities, and lasting impressions. So let's begin this journey together and unlock the art of meaningful conversation. Welcome everyone to this short training program designed by Rajeev and Jagwant. Today, we are going to take a quick but meaningful journey into the art of conversation. Let's first set our agenda. In this session, we will briefly touch upon 4 key areas: what conversation is really all about, the various types of conversation we engage in every day, the traits that define a master conversationalist, and finally, the techniques that help us master conversation in a natural and effective way. We request you to keep an open mind throughout this session and hold your questions until the end. Remember, this is a short training, so not every aspect will be covered here. For those who wish to go deeper, we also have full-day online and offline programs where we conduct hands-on activities and workshops to help you open up, practice, and truly enhance your communication skills. So, with that agenda in place, let's begin our journey. And our first topic is about conversation. Hi everyone, and welcome to part 1 of Becoming a Master Conversationalist. In this segment, we'll explore the very foundation about conversation. Together, we'll look at what conversation truly means, how it is defined, and why it is such an essential part of human life. We'll also uncover its purpose, whether it's to share ideas, express emotions, or build meaningful connections. Finally, we'll highlight the key traits of effective conversation, the qualities that make dialogue impactful, authentic, and memorable. So without any further delay, let's dive straight into our first topic, defining conversation. Welcome to the first topic under About Conversation, the definition of conversation. Conversation is, at its core, an interactive exchange, a two-way sharing of ideas, thoughts, and emotions between individuals, expressed through both verbal and non-verbal forms. It is also a tool of social connection. Through conversation, we build understanding, foster relationships, and strengthen the bonds that make us human. And unlike monologues, conversation has a dynamic structure. It is fluid, cooperative, and ever-changing, requiring us to listen, respond, and adapt to the input we share with one another. So, as we begin, let's keep in mind that conversation is not just about speaking, it is about connecting, listening, and co-creating meaning together. Let's now move to the second topic under About Conversation, the purpose of conversation. At its heart, conversation is about relationship building. It creates and maintains social bonds, deepening trust and empathy between individuals or groups. It is also a means of idea exchange, a way to share knowledge, perspectives, and creativity that helps us grow together. And equally important, conversation provides emotional support. Through open dialogue, we can express our feelings, seek advice, and feel validated. This not only strengthens our well-being but also reminds us that we are never alone in our struggles. So, the purpose of conversation goes far beyond words. It is about connection, growth, and emotional healing. Let's now move to the third and last topic under About Conversation, the impact of effective conversations. In personal relationships, productive conversations bring clarity, understanding, and respect. They deepen trust and strengthen the bonds that hold people together. In terms of professional growth, clear communication fosters collaboration, builds leadership, and opens doors to new career opportunities. And when it comes to conflict resolution, effective discussions encourage compromise and mutual understanding. They help resolve misunderstandings or disputes in a constructive way, turning potential clashes into pathways for harmony. So, the impact of effective conversation is powerful. It shapes our relationships, our careers, and even the way we handle challenges in life. As we have seen what conversation is all about, let's now move ahead in our agenda and explore the types of conversation. Out of the many forms, we will focus on 3 important ones. First, we will touch upon casual conversations, the everyday exchanges that keep us connected. Second, we will look at professional conversations, structured dialogues that drive clarity, collaboration, and growth in the workplace. And finally, we will conclude with deep and meaningful conversations, those rare but powerful interactions that build trust, empathy, and lasting bonds. I hope you are enjoying this journey so far, and I encourage you to hold your horses, because it's only going to get better from here. So as promised, under the types of conversation, let's begin with casual conversations. Casual conversations are the everyday exchanges that help us build rapport. These informal chats establish trust and warmth, laying the foundation for stronger relationships. They usually revolve around light topics, like hobbies, entertainment, or even the weather, creating a comfortable atmosphere without any pressure. What makes them special is their spontaneity. Casual dialogue thrives on organic, unplanned exchanges that flow naturally with the moment. And when we add a touch of humor and relaxation, these conversations become enjoyable, easing social tension and making people feel at ease. In short, casual conversations may seem simple, but they are powerful tools for connection and comfort in our daily lives. So after discussing casual conversations under the types of conversation, we now move to one of the most important and subtle subjects, professional conversations. And let me reiterate, this training is not meant to be skimmed through. Each topic we cover is extremely important, and to truly master them, you will need to revisit and practice multiple times. So let's begin. Professional conversations are defined by their goal orientation. These discussions are not random, they are focused on achieving specific objectives such as problem solving, project collaboration, or decision making. They also require a formal tone. Maintaining professionalism ensures clarity, builds respect, and sets the right atmosphere for workplace interactions. Another key element is active listening. When we genuinely engage with others' ideas, we demonstrate respect, foster trust, and create the foundation for more effective teamwork. Finally, professional conversations demand clarity and precision. Using clear, concise language minimizes misunderstandings and communicates key points efficiently, saving both time and effort. I hope this gives you a strong sense of what professional conversations are all about. Of course, there are many more dimensions and variations to explore. For those who wish to go deeper, Rajeev and Jagwant are always available, as they frequently conduct full-day online and offline trainings with hands-on workshops to help you enhance your communication skills. Finally, we have reached the third type of conversation, deep and meaningful conversations. These are the dialogues that carry emotional depth, where we reflect on personal experiences or beliefs, creating intimacy and vulnerability. They also foster self-awareness, encouraging us to pause, reflect, and discover profound insights about ourselves. At their core, they involve an empathy exchange, actively understanding and connecting with another's emotions, which deepens mutual respect and trust. And most importantly, they are growth-focused. By discussing values, dreams, and challenges, we promote personal growth and strengthen bonds that last a lifetime. I know many of these topics may feel heavy or unfamiliar, so I invite you to pause for a few seconds, reflect on them, and prepare yourself. Because the next topic in our agenda is going to inspire you even more, Traits of Master Conversationalists. Now we have arrived at the next agenda of this short training, Traits of Master Conversationalists. And let me remind you once again, these are just a few traits among many. If you truly want to become a master conversationalist, you should cultivate as many traits as possible. The only way forward is to observe others, imitate, and then practice, and keep practicing. In this segment, we will focus on 3 key traits. First, active listening, understanding what it really means. Second, empathy and emotional intelligence, the ability to connect deeply with others. And finally, clarity and articulation, expressing ideas with precision and impact. Always remember, training gives you direction and guidance, but it is practice and consistent effort that will help you imbibe these traits and truly become a master conversationalist. So let's begin with the first trait of a master conversationalist, active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing words, it's about being fully present. It starts with attentiveness, maintaining eye contact, nodding, and using affirmations like, I see, or, that makes sense. These small gestures ensure the speaker feels valued and understood. Next comes paraphrasing. By restating the other person's ideas in your own words, you show genuine understanding and invite deeper dialogue. And finally, avoiding interruptions is crucial. Allowing the speaker to finish their thoughts demonstrates respect and prevents misunderstandings or derailments in the conversation. Together, these elements make active listening a powerful skill, one that transforms ordinary exchanges into meaningful connections. Another vital trait of a master conversationalist is empathy and emotional intelligence. This skill is highly important in human psychology and plays a key role in gaining the confidence of the other person. It begins with perspective taking, putting yourself in the other person's shoes. This fosters mutual connection and shows genuine interest in their experiences. Next is validating emotions. By acknowledging feelings such as stress, excitement, or frustration, we create a supportive and open environment where people feel heard and respected. Finally, effective conversationalists practice adaptive responses. They adjust tone, language, and body language to match the emotional state of the other person, which greatly improves communication effectiveness. Together, empathy and emotional intelligence transform conversations into meaningful exchanges that build trust, confidence, and deeper human connection. Now we arrive at the final trait of master conversationalists, and this one is truly paramount: clarity and articulation. Rajeev and Jagwant have intentionally highlighted only a few of the most important traits and their key constituents in this short training. But let me emphasize, this does not mean that other traits are less important. Conversation is both a fluid subject and a science. So while you learn these traits here, keep adding to them through practice, self-learning, and deeper training. Clarity and articulation begin with organized thoughts. Presenting ideas in a logical sequence makes your message easy to follow and leaves little room for confusion. Next is precise language. Choosing specific, simple words avoids ambiguity and ensures your point is conveyed effectively. And finally, engaging delivery. By varying tone, pacing, and weaving in relevant anecdotes, you capture interest and keep the conversation lively and memorable. So remember, clarity and articulation are not just about speaking well, they are about making sure your ideas land with impact. And when combined with the other traits, they elevate you from being a good conversationalist to a master of meaningful dialogue. Now we have arrived at the final agenda of this short training: techniques for mastering conversation. And let me remind you once again, these are just a few techniques among many. But if you truly want to become a master conversationalist, there are no shortcuts. The only way forward is practice, and then more practice. In this segment, we will discuss 3 key techniques. First, the role of feelings and inner state, how your emotional balance influences the quality of your dialogue. Second, the state of the face and eye movements, because nonverbal cues often speak louder than words. And finally, the prerequisites to commence conversation, the mindset and preparation needed before you even begin to speak. So let's dive into these techniques, keeping in mind that conversation is both an art and a science, and every step you master brings you closer to becoming a true conversationalist. Welcome to the first topic under techniques for mastering conversation: feelings and inner state. Your inner state always reflects through your body language. No one can truly hide what they feel within, because emotions naturally find expression. Think of feelings as seeds inside us. Some grow into joy, others into worry, depending on how we nurture them. They act as inner signals, pointing us toward what matters, what hurts, or what needs attention. They flow like waves, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, but always moving through us. They mirror our inner state, showing how past experiences, present thoughts, and future hopes interact. They connect us, bridging the inner world with outer expression, shaping how we relate to others. And they are layered. Surface emotions like happiness or anger often hide deeper currents of fear, love, or longing. So, mastering conversation begins with mastering your inner state, because how you feel within will always shape how you connect and communicate with others. Now we move to the second topic under techniques for mastering conversation: state of face and eyes movement. Face and eyes are central to nonverbal communication, and many master conversationalists believe that these alone can build your initial rapport. This skill is especially critical in setting the right ground, and for sales professionals, it can truly be a make or break factor. Ask yourself, is your face relaxed? A relaxed face naturally attracts people. Is your face calm? A calm expression sends out a calm aura. Are your eyes looking at the conversationalist? Eyes should remain focused on the person speaking or the person you are addressing. And finally, eye contact must happen, but it should never feel threatening. If the other person withdraws eye contact, you should gently withdraw yours too, maintaining balance and respect. Mastering the subtle art of facial expression and eye movement sets the tone for trust, comfort, and genuine connection in any conversation. Finally, under techniques for mastering conversation, let's discuss some prerequisites to commence conversation. The first is having an open mind, remaining non-reactive and receptive to what the other person brings. Next, a relaxed body is essential. Don't rush to answer, let your posture and presence show ease. Then comes calmness, listening without interruption, allowing the speaker to feel respected and heard. And lastly, always remember the power of a smile. A genuine smile sets a welcoming tone, breaks barriers, and makes the conversation flow naturally. These simple yet powerful prerequisites prepare the ground for meaningful dialogue, ensuring that every conversation begins on the right note. As we have now reached the end of this training, Rajeev and Jagwant would like to express their heartfelt thanks and warmest congratulations to each one of you. Completing this journey is no small achievement, and it reflects your commitment to becoming a better conversationalist. We are also delighted to share that certificates will be provided to those who have completed the training and are ready to appear for the short exam. This exam can be attempted unlimited times, and all the details are available in the description. For a nominal fee of just 100 rupees, you will not only earn a certificate but also achieve a milestone that you can proudly showcase in your credentials. More importantly, it gives you an opportunity to test and strengthen your soft skills in a structured way. So, all the very best for your next journey. Remember, a good warrior never stops learning, and likewise, a master conversationalist never stops at any one point. Learning is a never-ending process, and you should continue honing your conversational skills with practice, reflection, and self-growth. With that, Rajeev and Jagwant sign off. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and share it with those who aspire to become better in conversation. Together, let's build a community of thoughtful, empathetic, and masterful conversationalists.